You're listening to the Board Game Snobs podcast, a ridiculous podcast with ridiculous hosts that discuss ridiculous things. And any mention of board games is purely coincidental. And so, without further ado, and with a heavy dollop of shame and embarrassment on my part, I give you the Board Game Snobs.
And go.
Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. Going to BGG soon, very soon. I don't know if we'll be gone by the time this episode's out. But
No, this will be right before. This may be the week of.
All right, so come see us at BGG.
So it should be really good then.
November the 15th through 19th, 20th, something like
19th.
How many did you and Enrique record on your...
that. We just
Just
did
one.
We just did
Oh,
one.
just did one?
It was a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
So in that case, this will come out the week...
So send us an email at boardgamesnobs@gmail.com if there's any games you'd like for us to take a look at. Or a gander. That's like a goose, isn't it? Gander. While we're at BGG.
A goose. A gander. You're taking a look at something.
Your gander.
Can you take a goose at something?
Yeah.
You can goose somebody.
Yeah. So
You
you
could
can
goose
take
them.
you can take a goose at somebody.
You can have a talk to me goose.
Why is it that goose and gander are
Goose is the male.
utilized? Well, utilize
Duck.
duck. That's what I said.
The gander. The
Are
male duck.
utilized. What is a female duck?
Daisy.
What is a female duck?
Daisy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you got Donald. You got Daisy.
No, I know you're trying to make a joke, but we're having a serious conversation.
Oh, my apologies.
I'm serious. What is a female duck? Why is there a gander and a goose? Why do we have to lop them into categories? But why is a duck? It's like
What's a female duck?
female duck. Look that up, Enrique. Anyways.
We have an email. Just came in hot off the presses
Oh.
from Colton Riddle.
Riddle me this.
Hello there.
Hello?
Who's that from, Enrique?
I'm sorry. I was like, searching.
Hello there.
Hello there?
Yeah.
That's not
Oh,
really, not really a deep
Enrique?
reference.
Hello there.
Oh, it's Star Wars Kenobi.
Okay. There. Why,
Not-
you got
oh,
it.
you're
Okay.
You're both so nerdy.
Look at you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're so Can't continue.
Why?
What was that about?
I'm just saying.
He's tired.
Look, he's cranky.
grumpy.
Just
I
He's
know.
cranky.
What
Look
a-
at him.
what a
I mean, all he does is gripe the entire,
Just
since we turned
saying.
it on.
Just saying.
I suppose it's finally time to send an email.
Thanks. Colton.
Well, ellipses. I'm a huge, adoring fan. I don't know if he means like his own personal size. I mean, like I'm a huge podcaster in girth. Maybe he's talking about his own size. Maybe he's trying to relate to me. And I feel you, Colton, if that is true. Or perhaps you're just a really big fan of ours as far as like you like what we say a lot. Either way, we appreciate it. Been listening for a couple years now. Capital letters, please do not change a thing. He yelled that. Exclamation point. This has got to be my favorite podcast. When listening, I can't help but smile and laugh. Feels like I'm there with the snobs hanging out. You've brought up on the podcast a few times now that you wish you would have chosen a different name, but I couldn't disagree with you more.
I like this name.
I love it.
You keep saying that.
Even with the podcast now being considered board game adjacent. That's not really that new. I have got to say that I couldn't keep it together the other day. My wife and I are expecting our first kid this December. Congratulations? Well, I don't know.
Just-
Well, it depends on if they wanted one or not.
Yeah, kids can be
Was this
rough.
like a surprise?
Yeah.
Was this anticipated? Was it an accident? And can it really ever be an accident?
Yeah.
yes.
Whoopsies.
Man, it can be. You just
We are
planning.
in the middle of birthing classes, getting all the information we've ever wanted, plus a bit unwanted. In one of our classes, rectum showed up on a slide. And then the nurse teaching proceeded to say it another 4 or 5 times. I don't know why it came up or what we were talking about at that moment. I just couldn't stop laughing. Each time I looked at the word or heard it, I had to duck my head and cover my face. All I heard was, snake rectum. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you are well. Colton Riddle. P.S. Dude, butt nuggets had me dying, although most of your stuff does.
So I've delivered several babies, and I will say childbirth, and I think I've made this statement before, is rough. It's not as beautiful and as magical as people just make it out to be. All right. Maybe it's because the context for which I was delivering these babies. So
I've seen the movies.
They're not in the movie. The movies.
I've seen the movies in high school. We had to watch one. And I watched my friend watch it because I wasn't going to watch it. I watched my friend watch it. His mouth dropped agape.
So you basically watched the first reaction video.
Yeah. I watched he was just looking at it. He was going, that's all I saw him do. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
So you have no concept. Have you ever watched an animal give birth?
Ugh, no. Why would I do that?
So you have no concept. Enrique?
I
watched Call the Midwife.
No.
I know exactly
I'm
what
pretty
it's
sure
about.
I watched a couple of births. Just on video.
From
just
cats? Of humans or animals?
Animals. I don't think I've done a human.
The Jim Carrey coming out that rhino
Search
doesn't
history.
count.
God.
All right.
Do you just search for them?
It's just
Cat
I
births.
just find them.
Dr. T and the women.
Looking up cat births, dog births. What kind of births were they? What animal was it?
Big Bertha.
I think some were horses, a couple of giraffes.
Did you stumble across them, or did you purposely look for the birth of a horse?
I'm pretty sure they just
So
stumbled.
you watched a giraffe birth? Now it is common for giraffes because they come from such a tall. They birth standing upright.
Yeah, they fall
break
down.
It's going to have to kick the baby to get it up and running. Like it has to start walking immediately
Or else it dies.
because something will get it.
Yeah.
I wonder if a giraffe has ever broke its neck upon birth.
Yeah, probably.
I would. I would.
Do they
see
come
that
out
happening.
neck first?
I would assume most animals do. Most everything comes out head first.
But
Or else unto the breach.
But it should be all right. It would have to have some string.
It'll tuck and roll.
Yeah,
Tuck and roll. You can do it.
Parkour. It parkours out of the mama. Lands on the ground, rolls, stands back up.
Parkour.
Kicks off a tree. That would be awesome.
I've delivered several goats too. Goats do that. They come out the ground.
Kicking.
They come out yelling and jumping.
Kicking.
Yeah.
Screaming goes.
They do. They do. They come out. They're crazy.
It's I've chosen violence today.
Yes, they're insane. Well, congratulations, Colton. You're going to
We guess?
I guess. What are you going to? He didn't say what they're going to name the baby.
I'm assuming it's going to be either Gabi, Jerry, and Enrique.
Sriracha. Enrique Sriracha. That's your middle name?
No.
Yeah. But birthing is not. It's not pleasant.
I would assume it
And
wouldn't.
I would
be.
only assume that they're showing them slideshows or PowerPoints of rectums because typically during the birthing process you will defecate, which I believe is French.
That's rough.
For
Defecation.
defecation. Yeah. So that happens.
Oh,
Well, don't they give them an enema or something beforehand?
a what?
No.
They don't?
Why?
To clean that out.
No.
That way you don't. Enrique, please. You watched a horse video.
But still,
Like, where did you get that from?
I thought they did something that way that doesn't happen.
No, it happens all the time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Just to make sure.
Yes.
I mean, I know it happens all the time.
Where did you get that? You just
I
made
don't
that
know.
up. You just making stuff up.
Maybe I heard that somewhere.
No.
Maybe I heard on Call the Midwife. Maybe back in the 1960s East End of Britland, they used to give them enemas
On
to
the south side?
make sure.
The East End. Oh, yes. Oh, Britain. All right. Got any other solid emails?
Brandon Haynes
Brandon.
on gingers, teaching and excess. It's a rather lengthy email. May have to skim through some of it, but he says, I'm a ginger. There was a period of time when South Park was making fun of gingers that it was kind of sort of an insult, but I've never considered it as a slam/derogatory. In fact, it seems that ginger is what Australians/Brits call redheads. Fun fact, despite popular rumors, redheads are not going extinct. It's just a recessive gene, so it gets transmitted less. Anyway, relating to how to teach games and the different dynamics therein. He says, as I am the primary gamer out of all my groups of friends, I have become the de facto teacher. I have a regular group of friends that get together on Tuesday and a different group on Wednesday The Tuesday group has a few competitive people and ones who want to understand things fully. The Wednesday group is more interested in the time together than winning.
Losers.
So I think the key thing to understand is know your audience. The Wednesday group couldn't care less if I screw something up. But the Tuesday group gets very frustrated if I make a mistake. I find it hard to teach every single nuance of a game. But if I don't, someone in that group will invariably get angry.
I've been there, Brandon. You guys got to be freaks out.
In the same vein, know how the people you are teaching the game want to learn. I now provide rulebook links and or how to play videos before ever bringing a new game to Tuesday.
That would help if somebody would watch the videos beforehand.
It's a heck of a burden to try and teach something, but I'm so intent on playing games that I'll try to teach anyone anything. I definitely think it is a learned, acquired skill, and patience is pivotal. I've learned how to restate stuff, rephrase, repeat, answer questions, etc. Of course, always having the rule book handy for weird edge cases too. You can never underestimate a good rule book because if it is clear and understandable, a teacher can normally disseminate the information in a meaningful way. Switching topics, I want to comment on excess in board games. My buddy recently got the all-in everything pledge for Castles of Burgundy. I'm talking minis, acrylic, everything. And you know what? It did nothing to change the experience of the game. In some ways, the minis take away from the game because you have to take the time to find the right one and the setup teardown time is increased.
Preach!
Sure, the minis look super nice and the board state is cool, but ultimately they are completely unnecessary. For the cost, it definitely was something I'm glad I didn't get into. What do you guys think about games with excessive, unnecessary minis, parts, components, etc. that are nice but not needed?
I hate them, and I think they are a blight on this organization that is board gaming.
It makes me angry because it makes it very elitist.
I don't think it's elitist at all.
Because it's for rich people.
No, it's not. It's for
$100+ games.
It's not for rich. It's for people who don't have common sense that buy junk.
Have many sense to buy over $100 worth of games.
No, look. The person who goes elitist, and you look at the massive wall of games for which you have, most
Those
of which
are cheap.
Got
them in a bargain bin.
Yes, but you got hundreds of them. Most of which
half of those are yours.
No, I've taken all mine home.
False.
Anyways, yeah, because all the good ones are mine.
False.
All the good ones are mine. Yes, but all the crappy ones here, yes.
Why? Completely unrated. He still insults.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
Every one of these games, me and you play together.
Listen, you come hard. I bring the energy. I match your energy.
I did not come hard.
Yes, you were over here interrupting me. Now listen. Listen.
We're not going to have that fight again.
Brandon, listen. I understand.
As soon as I see a pledge, it's like $100 plus, forget you. I'm out.
No,
I'm out.
You're completely missing the point. So, do you need me to reread?
You don't have to get angry with me.
I am.
I just said what I felt about it.
I know, but
now you can state what you feel.
$100 for a great game is not something that I find to be completely out of sorts. But irritates me, and what Brandon is talking about, is when you take a $30 game and turn it into a $100 game with useless parts that nobody needs. There are certainly games that, yes, the MSRP probably is justified to cost $100 by the time you add in all the expensive minis and parts and things of that nature that actually make the game come alive. But for a game, a bland euro is for a bland euro that you just adding more money and time to that doesn't change anything, then yeah, I think that's ignorant. And Castles of Burgundy would definitely be one of those. So yeah, I hate them. I think that people that buy them are they don't know how to. They don't have any self-control. They don't know what they're doing. They're making a very poor choice. And it just encourages other people to keep making deluxe versions of games that nobody needs. You don't need that.
What do you mean?
Put that down.
He's got an obsession with his hands. Enrique, how do you feel about minis and games that are unnecessary?
He doesn't know.
Unnecessarily? It's just...
Necessarily?
That's
not a word, is it?
Wait.
Unnecessarily?
Never
might
mind.
be.
It could be. Keep going.
What do you mean? Why are you laughing at
I'm
that?
just laughing at you, Twiddly. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, your restatement of the question I posed, which was, how do you feel about minis and games? You said unnecessarily? No, I didn't state that. We're talking about
Oh, just like minis?
How do you feel about minis? And I'm not talking about short people.
Oh, okay.
Or Coopers.
Like, they're fine. It's like, if it's like a big game where it requires that, it's like a war game where it requires a bunch of minis. Like, that's fine.
Okay.
But if it's just minis where it's just...
Superfluous minis.
Yeah.
I don't know that any game requires them. There are some games where it enhances, aka anachrony. You can play that game with the little discs provided, but man, those little minis are cool.
Yeah, nobody's doing that.
Huh?
Nobody's doing that.
Doing what?
Playing anachrony with just the disc.
I know. That's one of the few, like, for me, it's not required, but that one enhances the game tremendously because you fit the little dude on top. It's amazing. But as far as like Castles of Burgundy, where they're just making this chit of a house, a 3D actual house.
Okay.
I mean, it's not necessary.
It's stupid. It's
foolish.
Same. All you people out there that terraform Mars and come up with all that acrylic junk. Same thing. You're putting lipstick on a pig. A game that's not even worth it to begin with.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying. You know, you people know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you do.
Rolf Hackler says, in your latest episode, you mentioned, okay, he gives us a top 10. Then I guess that's a completely different email, but the same email. He added to it, apparently. In your latest episode, this was, I don't know which one he's referring to necessarily. You mentioned needing to update your top 10s and wanting emails. So I figured I would update mine and send it your way.
Get it, Rolf.
After a year and a half, there has been a bit of a shakeup in 4 through 10, but my top 3 are still pretty much the same. Honorable mentions.
No, we don't do honorable mentions. That's stupid. That makes the list 11 through 15. You do your top 10. There's no such thing as an honorable mention. Just throw that out there right now. Anytime a video or a list and someone says honorable mentions, you're making yourself look foolish. No honorable mentions. Top 10. Go.
Underwater Cities. Honorable mention number 1.
No, you can't do honorable mentions. Go.
Viticulture.
That's number 10?
Honorable mention number 2.
No, just do the list. Nobody cares.
He does because he mentioned them.
That's you.
Honorably.
But he didn't take the time.
Dishonorable mentions?
Yes, he didn't take the time to number them.
Castles of Burgundy.
If it's a top 12, it's whatever.
All right, number 10, Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Okay.
Number 9, Terra Mystica.
Okay.
Number 8, Ark Nova. Disagree.
Is that going to be bit? Terraforming Mars is on there. It's his list too.
Number 7, Res Arcana.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, Wayfarers of the South Tigris.
Ooh.
No, I don't like that one.
Rolf.
Number 5, GWT.
Wow. Everybody likes.
They love it.
Everybody, I don't know why.
New Zealand seems to be my favorite so far, but I want a few more plays to know for sure. I guess that's a new map or something. Star Wars Rebellion, number 4.
All right. Respected.
Dune Imperium, number 3.
Okay, so why do you have Arnak and Dune?
Because they are a little bit different and just thematically.
Okay.
Number 2.
Duh. One's about a worm.
2.
Terraform Mars.
And a fitting spot. Number 2.
Terraform Mars.
Terraforming Mars.
Of course.
What do you think number 1 is? It involves a god. A daddy god.
A daddy god?
A daddy god.
Sorry.
Zaddy, maybe.
Oh, what?
It's like a god's dad.
Zeus?
Wrong culture.
Wrong Greek culture?
I don't know.
A feast for Odin.
Okay.
I need to play that. People really like that game.
And see, that's what I don't understand. Oh, I guess, that's what it was. His list last year, Force 2722, he updated it.
Right.
Okay. Terraforming Mars was his number 1 game last time.
Rolf, I don't know what's going on, man. I'd play Ark Nova before I play Terraforming Mars.
I concur.
Anyways, yeah, too much bling for me. Speaking of a game that doesn't have a lot of bling, doesn't need it. Classic game that we just played here earlier.
a brown game, if you will.
It's very brown. It's very brown. It's very brown and very drab. Homesteaders.
And not like Downtown Leroy.
No, it's just this is dirt,
just
dirt brown, by TMG, who are defunct. This is not the anniversary edition, though. This is just the good old-fashioned second edition of Homesteaders.
Because we don't believe in deluxe editions.
Why? No.
Waste of money.
Waste of money. This game is a simple bidding game and engine building game where you are trying to build your own homestead. And you start off by simply having a very small auction, the type of auction where players go around and have to basically one-up each other up this track, bidding on particular properties, whether they be commercial, residential, industrial, and then adding those to your little tableau and then assigning workers to them and having to manage the various resources they produce. Rinse, dry, repeat for 10 rounds, and there you go. Very simple, very straightforward, very clear. It's a classic game. It's been around for a while now. I think there's been a 10-year anniversary already released, so it's been around for a while. I really like this game because it's one of my favorite bidding games. You're not going to find the year on the back.
2009.
Is it?
It was right there immediately.
Really? So you're not going to find the year on it, are you? It's like, yeah, 2009. Well, there you go.
There it is.
There it is.
I'm like, I found it. It's right there.
No. That's my new favorite saying. Anytime Enrique has asked me something, I've just been saying, no.
Oh, God. I would be
Did
embarrassed.
you just now watch that video or something?
No.
Jerry just stumbled across the video. I was like, no. No.
I'm going to be embarrassed if he says that in public, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have to...
I'm with the TikTok kids.
I'll walk anywhere I need to be, just away from him.
You can't get away from me.
I have to.
And he'll be like, start whipping and nay-naying us too at the same time.
No.
I would have to jump off.
He's like, I got a new cool dance, kids. Watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay.
Have you heard of the Charleston?
Oh, God, that'd be atrocious.
I like to floss every morning. Just start.
That's even worse.
Yeah, but Homesteaders, a whole good old Western game. Very brown, very drab. I really like this game because it's very simple. One main mechanic of just kind of moving your little workers around. Can you afford stuff, trade stuff in, and produce the best engine? It's one of those games that was introduced to us back at BGG several years ago. It's one that I have never regretted having, and to me, it's a classic.
I like it a lot. I like the fact that even if you lose, you still get something on the little one track below. You advance down this track. So if you end up having to pass, you've been outbid, or you can't go up on your money, whatever the reason, you advance on this track and you get something, and that something will benefit you on a future turn. Also, I like the fact that you can get tiles that give you automatic bonuses, or you put your workers to work, and you have to feed your workers or pay your workers.
Pay your workers.
Same thing.
No, pay them.
I know, but it's the same principle.
No, you have to. You don't know what they're doing with their money.
No,
some of them are taking their money and investing it. Some of them are going to the saloon. And she was
but I like how
no.
Yeah, the setup. There's a little bit of setup with the different escalating. Like as the grounds go on, you put out different tiles as the game progresses that are produce more and better things. I also like the little trade token. It's a trade token because you can't trade anything without this token. I don't know why I like that, but I like that little aspect. Like if you need to trade in some wood for money, you got to have a trade token to do that. I like that little thing.
I like it too.
And just you can bounce things back and forth. Like if you need money, you can trade in some wood for some money. Or if you want to buy some wood, you can trade in some money and buy some wood, etc. It's just got a nice little player aid. Nice little player aid. Tells you exactly what to do on your screen that hides your goods, as well as a little thing right in front of you that tells you what the trade-ins are. It's got the stockpile style bidding as you go up, and you can switch tracks if you need to. If you get outbid over here, well, I can go over here and outbid this person. It's a good one. I like it a lot. I like this better than Stockpile.
No, I like Stockpile better.
No, I like this.
You haven't played Stockpile in a while.
No, I've never really been that keen on Stockpile.
Well, it's because you're not there yet.
I like this much better than Stockpile.
We need to play Stockpile again because you don't know what you're talking about. Stockpile is one of the best.
I do know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't. You're showing. Listen, I'm trying to stop you from embarrassing yourself.
No, I like this way better
I'm
than Stockpile.
trying to stop you from embarrassing
And in fact, I
yourself.
like the theme better. I don't care for the theme of the splitting stocks and all this
Capitalism?
stuff. I don't like that.
You don't like capitalism?
I don't like the stock market. Wall Street.
I love Wall Street. That's a great show. There are winners. No, wait a minute. How'd that go? What'd he say? I'm blanking on it. What was the guy that old Alec Baldwin, he gave that line, that famous line? Why am I blanking on this?
I don't know.
It'll come to me. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I said I don't know.
I know. I heard you say I don't know all the time. We know that you don't know.
I don't know what
it
you're
doesn't
talking about.
stop you from interjecting. That you don't like to stop.
Greed is good.
What?
Greed is good. Seriously? That's like the line to Wall Street.
Is it?
Yes. Are we talking about the Michael Douglas, Charlie Sheen movie?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm blanking on it.
Greed is good.
All right.
Enrique,
Yes, sir.
thoughts?
I know back in the old day,
for
people
this-
threw themselves off the when the stock market crash. They jumped to their deaths from the buildings. Was that true? Was it Black
Yes.
Monday?
Yes.
Yeah, so I remember that. I wasn't there, but I remember watching that.
That was like the 20s.
Yeah, the Roaring 20s.
Or right after the 20s. Stopped roaring.
Or, well,
The dead 20s. Enrique,
did you like it?
was it 1928? Go ahead.
I believe it was.
It may be. But yeah,
He said maybe. It may have been 1928. I have to reflect.
but I like how tight it was, like for the scoring. Like it was pretty good. Like it's just the resources were tight. Just I like a game where it's like you're in a tough spot almost.
Tight spot, boys. Tight spot.
It's like, do I have enough for this? Do I need this or this? Am I able to get this and all that? But it's a really good game though.
It is a good game.
It is a good game.
It's a real good game. Do you remember Stockpile, Enrique?
A little bit. It's been a while though.
Ah, okay. So you don't feel comfortable comparing the two?
I would not. But so far, like, I like this a little bit better. Like, I remember a little bit of Stockpile, but, like, they're two different types of betting.
Yes. There was a game we just played that was also a bidding game. Last time. Oh, no, that was me and Jerry. Never mind. 3,000 Scoundrels. All
We're
right.
talking about Ready, Set, Bet. We played that, me and Enrique. We didn't really like it that much, I thought. Well, I mean, it was all right.
Well, like,
Coffee's for closers. That's the line I was looking for. Go ahead.
but yeah, Ready, Set, Bet is all right. It just the two of us. It was meh.
Almost everyone says you got to have a big group for that one.
Yeah, like you need a really big group for that.
What I enjoyed was the announcer, which does sound like he's from the 20s. When you're on the app, like, hey,
Yeah, I did like that.
Have you download the app?
Yeah, I like the fact that it comes with an app. That way there's not somebody that has to like run the game. You can sit and enjoy it. Unless you just want to be the person, number 7 coming up.
It sounds like
Number 7 taking the first.
I wish you could do different voices because I don't like that voice.
Which one?
The hey everybody, see, sounds like that guy. It sounds like that tone that they had back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
You're good, kid. Real good.
Oh,
the
that
horses are going over. I hate that voice. It just reminds me of like.
But is that the one on the app?
I think it sounded like that.
No, it
But you're
wasn't
saying
like
you
that.
hate it.
It sounded like that on the app to me.
I wouldn't like.
Look out for number 7. Here he comes. Coming up the rear.
Like for me,
number 4 takes the lead.
For me, that's just like
Come
the
down to the
microphone.
Brown Derby.
Like for me, that's like a microphone kind of like.
No, I'm pretty
voice.
sure that was on. No, it's not. That's like a voice of somebody. That's like one of those old timey voices. Is a guy that drinks on his job. You know, like Mad Men type. You know, what was that? What was that accent called?
Like Cary Grant.
No, that was it.
Because that was like a made up accent for the movies. Literally.
That transatlantic.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Something transatlantic.
And like for
something
me,
like
he's
that, yeah.
also like talking really fast.
Because there's horses.
Well, you can
Yeah.
adjust the speed on the
Yeah,
app.
but like it's the tone of the voice.
phone.
Number 7 going up. Number 6.
I'm just
Because
saying.
it keeps going this slow. She'll end up at the glue factory.
I'm just saying. Like I feel.
They're really hoofing it, see?
I gotta get home. Make sure the wife's got the meatloaf ready.
I'm
Put
telling
another
you,
pan in the
it
oven.
doesn't sound like. If you bring up the app, I'm telling you, it didn't sound like that when we were.
We've
playing
already
it.
brought it up in discussion.
Nah.
I think the milkman might be coming to my house. You know what they say? Well, you know what I'm saying? I hate that tone.
Look at the walking sticks on that one.
Oh, I see. You know what I'm saying?
You're tall, drinking water. Like the Three Stooges.
Sorta. You don't do that voice. You can't do the voice.
I can't. I don't do voice.
Do the voice.
No, I can't
Do a voice. Any voice.
I can't do a voice.
Any voice.
I'm not about to embarrass myself for your
here,
enjoyment.
That's what we do on the show all the time, is embarrass ourselves.
Yeah, but I do it in my own way.
How?
Naturally.
No. Everybody here has to do voices.
You have to.
If we're going to be doing RPGs later, you need to be able to have a voice. Change your voice.
Yeah.
What you might be like a 1920s salesman that winds up in a spaceship through time travel.
Oh God!
See here, there's
Extra, read all about it. Stock market crashes, Dark Monday. No, wait, Black Monday.
Like, okay, if I'm going to do a voice, you're going to have to give me time then, because I've never done a voice.
Like, what are you searching for? What is like inside of you that wants to come out voice wise?
I don't know. I haven't
found
searched.
What he's
You have never like just altered the sound, tone, pitch of your voice in any way ever.
It never
Try it.
interested me.
Try it. You like just all right. So when you talk,
What if you just went like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Do that.
Okay,
Do it now.
I can't do a deep voice.
voice.
Do it now.
It sounds like a fan. You know those fans?
Do it.
See, just like that. Do it.
Do it.
Okay, you gave it a try just then.
Like, I just can't do it. And it's-
Sound like you're crapping.
You speak that. It's weak.
I should have used an enema.
but I can't do a deep voice. I've tried.
What about up here?
Oh yeah, like I can do that real nice.
You're doing a voice.
I can do a high voice. I can't do it like a deep.
And you went like Southern.
Yeah, it's so nice though.
Look at you.
It's very nice though. So I can do this all day. Like high voice.
I don't know what's going on. Let's all do a voice for the next podcast. And never break character.
I can do the whole.
I like biscuits and gravy.
That sounds real nice. I do my voice all the time.
No.
I like this voice.
Hey, if we're gonna do voices, I'd rather do this at BGG. To be honest, like
Homesteaders.
make it
Be
a little
all
bit.
honest. Enrique, you're stuck in the desert. You need to find water. What do you do?
Find water in the desert.
Yes.
I guess I would just keep walking till I find like something out there. I don't know.
He finds the easy part.
Oh, I'm in Vegas.
Like I gotta find the oasis.
Okay, so what about if you find a cactus? What can you do?
Suckle on the cactus.
Well, I don't think you need to suckle on the cactus. Like I'm pretty sure you gotta cut the cactus and then you can suckle it.
False!
Really?
You fell on into my trap.
Dang it.
Cactus
Myth.
juice.
Drink cactus water if you're stuck in a desert. Myth.
Huh?
Swinging a myth.
Drinking water from a cactus is not only dangerous, but also can exacerbate dehydration. Cactus water contains acids and toxic alkaloids.
I'd rather take
Swing
the
and a
acid
miss.
than-
Chemicals that are deadly to humans when consumed. The chemicals come from the cactus flesh itself and can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and the long-term kidney problems. Can you imagine?
Oh, I would die then.
You're out there in the
I would
desert,
die.
you start sucking on a cactus thinking, and then all they find is this brown streak that leads to your dead body.
I would die instantly
Poor
from
little
that.
feller.
Like my kidneys are already dead.
So where did this survival challenge question come from?
It was on ranker.com. 12 survival myths that are completely wrong. But I've heard that my whole life from the movies.
I've never heard that. Is that this? I've never heard.
Yeah, like in the they'll
Yeah.
chop a cactus in half, and some of them old timey movies they would like just dip water out of them.
No.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
I think that's the same place you got the enema from.
Number 2, myth. What should you do if you're in a location, you have a canteen of water, and you don't know how long it's going to be until you get saved? Do you ration your water, or you did just consume it as you need to?
There'd be no purpose to like kind of just like save the water, I would think.
So you're saying you would just drink it as needed?
Yeah.
But what if you don't know when they're going to come and save you?
Well, if you're not going to know when they're going to come save you, then like just taking sips of water or just...
That's why I'm asking.
I would drink it all because obviously no one's going to come save me. I'm going to save myself.
Okay.
But yeah, I would consume
Well,
just the entire water.
Okay, well, you've passed this test. Because usually, again, in the movies, they're just like, oh, we need to save our water.
Yeah, no, like
And
you
they
can't,
sit there and they basically just moisten their lips with some.
yeah, like you can't do that. You basically just like torturing yourself.
It says water should be consumed when needed to avoid dehydration. It's important to find shade and limit exertion in order to prevent perspiration, which releases water. They're saying the idea is to ration water loss. Don't sweat. Another misconception is that in lieu of water, you can drink your urine. Urine is actually the waste your body is removing. It won't rehydrate you, and it will make your body work that much harder to refilter out the nastiness it got rid of in the first place. So everything you've seen was wrong, except for Waterworld, where he peed into his dehydration, his filter, and it filtered out the bad stuff, and then he drank it. And he also watered his plant with some.
Okay, that's somewhat interesting.
What about if a shark's coming towards you? What do you do?
Punch it in the nose.
Myth!
No. You punch it in the nose.
Punch a shark in the nose to get away? Punching a shark in the nose isn't effective because, as zoologist R. Aidan Martin pointed out, if you miss the snout, its mouth is unfortunately very close by. Instead, aim for its eyes and gills, which are more sensitive areas on the shark's head.
Like I'm going to survive more likely attacking the eyes and gills.
You know what you do? Just stay out of the ocean. That's the best thing to do.
No, I want to find a shark.
I don't want to be nowhere around a shark.
I want to be around a shark. Sharks cool, man.
Not if they're eating you.
Well, yeah,
You'll be changing your tune then.
Well, I'm going to still think sharks cool.
You're like, this is cool.
It's like my arm. It's gone. It's not like I use it anyways.
How do you escape an alligator attacking you on land?
So see you later.
You just run.
How should you run?
Zigzag.
False!
Serpentine.
You've fallen into my trap once again.
Serpentine.
There's a misconception that should you come across an alligator, running away from it in a zigzag pattern will help you escape. Alligator expert Frank Mazzotti told the Los Angeles Times in 2012, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and that's the fastest. Run away in a straight line. Everything you hear about running in a zigzag line is untrue.
I would still serpentine just to see.
And that's all we've got as far as myths.
Wow, that was a lot of banter for life saving. Hope that saved somebody's life.
Somebody out there might get saved.
All of our poor listeners out there drinking their urine.
They're like, oh, I've been messing up this whole time.
Oh, Dick Simpson's right now go, oh.
What am I doing?
All this time. That's going to do it for us. We like Homesteaders, and we know you'll like them too. Send us an email at boardgamesnobs@gmail.com if you want to, talk to us.
Say hello.
Soon we need to do another call-in episode. That was a big hit. We need to set that up some point in time. Maybe we'll do that in a special time.
Sure, at a vague special time, we shall do it.
This is Jerry.
This is Gabby.
Thank you for tolerating this episode of the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.